Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Shanika Marie, and we are back with another video. Y'all, I just wanted to come on here. I know I've been a little MIA, but your girl has been busy. I know I had told y'all, I don't know if it was the last video, but maybe video before last, that I was like taking some courses for modeling, just kind of brushing up on my skills and learning more about the industry. And you know, I'm like working full time with that, and it's a whole lot, okay? It is a whole lot. But I just wanted to come on because yesterday was Good Friday, right? I quit my job. Was it 4 or 5 years ago? 5 years ago yesterday. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I put in my 2-week notice on Good Friday, and I remember, if you watched that video, I know a lot of my subscribers have come from that God told me to quit my job video. If you watched that video, you remember me saying that when I quit, I remember I went to a Good Friday, well, not when I quit, but when I put in my notice, I went to a Good Friday service at my church. And one of my friends, she had saw me go up to the front because I wanted prayer, because I really wanted God to like give me the answer. And I thought that the person that was going to be praying for me was going to give me my answer, right? But no, it actually was one of my friends, and she had told me, she was like, God, she said, I saw a rope over your head. She's very prophetic. So she said she saw a rope over my head when I went up to the front, and God wanted me to know that not whatever, but the things that I was going back and forth about in my head, kind of whatever I was going back and forth about, I needed to just be obedient. And I already knew it was me quitting. Like, I had to do it. And so that was kind of my confirmation. And just yesterday marking 5 years since that journey, and I think about so many things that I've like overcome, and just God keeping me throughout that season. It was the toughest season of my life, but just looking back, I think about how far I've come. And I was just telling my husband this morning that in therapy we talk about like our inner child, and like that little girl, that little boy, you know, that needed something, whether it was in your childhood or just needed something, and you feel like you didn't receive that thing, but us like nurturing ourselves, right? And I got really emotional this morning because I was telling my husband, man, I feel like I literally felt God tell me like my inner child, who I used, you know, just being a child, and just that inner child. Like, I feel like it was just, I get emotional just thinking about it. Like, I just feel like she is just so proud of me, because I've been through a lot, y'all. I know I haven't mentioned on this channel before, but when I was in high school, I used to fight all the time. And like, I just remember like one of the principals, when I used to fight and get like kicked out or whatever, like my parents, they had to come get me from school. Not even my parents, my sister had to come get me from school. It was like every other week I was like just acting out. And so I remember one of the principals telling me like that I was going to end up in jail. And I remember I was pissed at him, because I was like, how dare he say that about me? Because you're not, first of all, you don't know what's going on with me internally. And second of all, you're not even paying attention to what these people are doing to me. And I'm having to defend myself. But that's neither here or there. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, I used to fight, and I was going through a lot, and I didn't know how to express what was going on internally in me. So it not say manifested, but it showed up in me fighting, and you know, just doing a whole lot of things that I regretted. And you know, a lot of things happened that, you know, I'll talk about like eventually. But I did a runway show, my first runway show in 2 years since the pandemic. I did that yesterday, and y'all, it was such an amazing experience. The runway show was to raise money for mental health and suicide prevention. So to get back on the runway for a cause on Good Friday, and I think about where I was 5 years ago on Good Friday, woo, it hit me this morning, and the show was absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm just getting emotional just thinking about it again. But I guess the question that I want to ask you is, do you feel like, sorry y'all, I saw somebody walking, do you feel like your inner child, or who you used to be, is proud of you today? And if it's not, if you feel like if you feel like they're not, how can you change that? What do you want to do to change that? Because I'm going to say maybe even just last year, year before last, I couldn't have said the same thing. And it's not because of like any external accomplishments, but I just knew I needed some more healing in my soul. And so since the beginning of the year, I've been really just uprooting a lot of stuff with my therapist and just allowing God to empty me of all those internal hurts that I've been through. And y'all, it is just like the healing has just blown my mind, and I feel like that healing is spilling out into the outside. And so yeah, that's a whole nother thing too. Like when you get healed on the inside, it shows up on the outside. We can be as beautiful as we want to be. I don't know. We can be as beautiful as we want to be on the outside, but if your soul is not healed and you're not feeling good inside, it's going to show up. It'll show up in the way you speak. It'll show up in your actions. It can show up in a lot of different ways. And I know for me, it showed up for me people pleasing. It showed up for me not being my authentic self, kind of wearing this smiley mask, but internally I was hurting. At night I was crying, like my soul, I just felt like my soul was just crying out. But I'm so thankful that I'm doing this inner work, and whew, y'all, it is a lot. And I just wanted to get on here just to express that, to tell someone, don't give up. And to ask yourself, you know, do you feel like your younger self? Do you feel like the who you used to be or your inner child is proud of you? And if you don't, what steps do you need to make them proud, or make it proud? I don't know how to say it, but what steps do you need to take? Because your life isn't over. You're still living. You're still listening to this message. So that means you have purpose. That means God has so many things planned for you. And y'all, let me just say this too. Now that I'm like healing from the inside out, I'm starting to, you know, just feel and see God in a whole nother way. I'm really just understanding. Like when I'm reading my Bible, I actually feel like, okay, this is for me. Because for a long time I would read the Bible and hear that I was chosen and I'm appointed, and you know, like I was created for this. And I used to be like, but I can hear that, I'm speaking this over myself, but I don't feel that. And I had to allow God to uproot why I was feeling the way I was feeling. It was because I had a lot of deep internal wounds, and I had to allow him to heal that. Not saying that I'm fully healed, because I definitely know I'm not, but I'm a lot further than where I used to be. And I'm just so thankful for growth, and I'm so thankful for healing, and I'm so thankful to be healing from the inside out. I'm so thankful. And I feel like, you know, just I'm looking through life just through new lenses, I guess. And I'm just so thankful for freedom, because a lot of time people used to say, you know, you're free, you know, why are you still holding on to that? It was because I hadn't fully given God that space, not the space, but I didn't give him all of me. I would give him certain like parts of me, but I didn't give him all of me. But as soon as I gave him all of me, and that was just literally at the beginning of this year, like the chains have literally been falling off, and I'm just feeling so good. I'm feeling the best that I ever have felt in a long time. Like somebody was asking me, you know, how am I feeling with like ulcerative colitis? Because, you know, I was struggling with ulcerative colitis and I had some cysts and stuff going on. No, your girl is healing. Your girl is healthy. And I'm just so thankful. And I know a lot of that is coming from me just healing from the inside out. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here. I had a moment, about to go pick up some dinner for me and my husband. But yeah, I had a moment. I just wanted to express that and ask you that question. Let me know in the comments. Be vulnerable. Let me know. And let me know how I can pray for you in this season. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to this video. Happy Easter. Enjoy church tomorrow if you're going, and just remember the reason for the season. Okay? All right, y'all. I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.